Hello, everyone. So, welcome to the first day of my seventh Entrypoint Waterfast. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is George, and I do waterfasts. And I do these. I call them Entrypoint Waterfasts because they're closely tied to my philosophy, which I called Entrypoint philosophy. In fact, there are two playlists on my profile. One is called Entrypoint Waterfast, and one is called Entrypoint Philosophy. And you can learn about my approach towards Waterfast more in the Waterfast playlist, and more about the philosophy in the Philosophy playlist. But today, I want to talk to people who already know who I am. They already know what Entrypoint Waterfast is about. They already have a pretty good idea what Entrypoint Philosophy is. And today, because it's the first day of Entrypoint Waterfast, and as some of you know, and I hope that everyone who actually watches it from this moment knows that this seventh Entrypoint Waterfast, I asked everyone to join me, and I already released videos here in English why everyone, regardless if you're healthy, regardless your life situation, why you should not eat and drink water only for 7 days. So you can watch that video before. You can watch the video first and then come here, because this one is for those of you who actually joined me. By the way, just so you know, the main internet channel that I use is my Facebook profile, and there I will be doing a stream tomorrow morning, because there are already people who joined me. So I will be doing the first day recap for them tomorrow. And today I'm speaking to people who actually joined me for this waterfast. And I want to tell you about a very serious topic. And the topic is not a serious topic, but how to use the first day. I would even say how to use the next 7 days, how to use the fasting so that you can use it as a 24 hour, the whole day meditation. And I hope that everyone understands what the meditation is. And if not, I will give you a short description how I see it. So when people view the reality around them, they have a lot of thoughts in their head, and they're very attracted to your thoughts. And I met so many people who tell me I have thousands of thoughts in my mind, and they're crazy over it. And what meditation does, that you just sit down, you close your eyes, and then you are as you have your eyes closed, you are just experiencing the thoughts. And the idea is that like you sometimes the thought catches your attention and it grabs you and pulls you away. Then you realize you're meditating, so you go back. You hear voices, then your back hurts, and so you're experiencing all of this, and it always catches your attention. And the more attention you put into each thought, the more it grows on you, and then the more involved and submerged in the thought, and in the let's say in the pictures and images that you have in your head. It completely catches your attention that you forget that you're meditating, and you have to go back. So and for this, you have basically two types of meditations, and then you have some many and many variations. But the two main ones are that you focus on a single point. So it's like in the real world. Imagine that there's a lot of bad things happening around you, that you let's say you have a little kid and you don't want them to see anything. Then you tell them, focus on my finger, and then don't look around. And as they are focusing on the finger, they see that things are happening around, but because they are focusing on the finger, they don't understand. They don't actually capture the meaning what's happening around them. And that's exactly the same thing that's happening during meditation. During meditation, for example, focus on your breath. And as you're focusing on your breath, thoughts start appearing. But because you're focusing on your breath, it's harder for them to get your attention. So that's one type of meditation, that you focus on one point. And then the other type of meditation is the complete opposite, and that is that you just you don't pay attention to anything. You just are, and everything is happening. Now, this just doing this, let's say for 10, 20 minutes, half an hour, just doing this already gives you energy, makes you more relaxed and calm. But of course, you should go to the next step. And the next step, that the reason you are doing this is that so that you realize that many, many times during the day, during your life, you are actually not even realizing what's happening, and you are acting automatically. And this projects in everyday life in a way that, you know, uh, someone says something to someone else and he gets upset, pulls out, a weapon and kills the other guy, right? So someone kills someone. Now, the levels of attachments, right? You can say, this guy was a, thief, and this guy was, a policeman, or this guy was protecting his life. There can be billions of reasons why one human being would kill another one, and there would be many, many, many reasons that I can imagine that people would say that it was good that one being killed the other. But all of this, what we're saying is that that's when you're attached in it. But imagine that just as you're meditating, you are able to put this paradigm away and put on new glasses. When you look at them, because you are able to get out of it, you realize that I cannot imagine a single reason why one human being would kill another. And I'll tell you why. Because the way I look at it is that our planet is, in fact, imagine a huge ocean, and on this ocean there's one piece of wood, and on this one piece of wood, or little wooden boat, there are two survivors, and they know that without each other's help, that they will die. So I cannot imagine any reason why on this little boat these two men would fight for death, realizing that it's much better for them to cooperate. What I'm trying to say is that there are many situations in life when you are drawn not by logic, but some strange emotions. And when you act during these emotions and you're not realizing what's happening, many times you can get yourself into huge trouble. So, in a nutshell, what it means: how enslaved are you by your emotions, feelings, tastes? And most of you know that most of you are enslaved, because how many people do you know that are satisfied, who would prefer to weigh a little bit less? How many people do you know who would prefer to, instead of watching TV or YouTube live streams, that they should go and learn another language, or go out for a jog? So, going back to the water fast and to the first day of the water fast, and I hope that maybe in the future this stream could be used every time you do your first water fast. The first day, the first day, you will realize how much you miss food. You will realize how much, you will realize how much extra time you have, because it was filled by getting food, preparing food, eating food. So the first day, it's It's actually, you're shocked, but you feel fine. First day is fine. But what's important is to be ready to what will start happening. You will start to feel urges, cravings for something sweet. You will realize that when you drink water, it's great, but it's not sweet. It's not salty. No. So, from this point of view, everything will become stronger and stronger. Now, I call this a 20 all day meditation because it is similar as a meditation. When you start meditating, when you sit down, at first you will not feel comfortable. Something will start, be aching. You will want to scratch yourself, but you have to tell yourself, ignore everything and just breathe for 2 minutes, or breathe 60 times. I will sit down, close my eyes, and I will breathe for 60 times, no matter what. I will count it. And even though I told myself this many times during my meditations, it was really hard to keep concentrating on the breath, on the count, and not get sidetracked on the 15th count. So this, going back to the first day of the water fast, you know, the little scratches in the beginning, that's exactly during the meditation. That's exactly what you will feel with the taste that will become stronger, and the urges will become stronger. You will first ignore them, then thoughts will appear. There will be thoughts that will be telling you, just like when you meditate. So you are sitting down, right, during the meditation. Now, you're physically, you feel fine, and you're like, okay, now I can, for 10 minutes, I will just keep breathing, and I will be meditating. And a moment later, a thought will appear, and the thought would say, why are you doing this? Like, this is not going to help anything. You're just sitting here in the dark. Oh, come on, forget it. Now it would be another thought. Oh, now it would be too soon. Just wait a little bit longer, right? And then eventually it will talk you out of it. The meditation, and many people will not are not able to meditate because they are not able to sit still with their eyes closed for 5 minutes. And that's the same thing with the first days of the water fast, because you will sort of be able to, as you are, the taste buds will be getting stronger, the cravings will be stronger, and if you still can get through it, then the thoughts would come up. Why are you doing this? What a stupid idea to only drink water and not eat food. So these thoughts will be happening. Now, just like with the meditation, you just have to keep remembering. I told myself that I will now close my eyes, and I will be breathing in and out, in and out, and I will not pay attention to anything. So as I'm breathing in and out, and I hear and feel the thoughts, I feel the aches, I'm just concentrating on the breath, and I'm just ignoring everything. So that's exactly the state that you will start getting into, and you will have to get through it. You have to tell yourself, just as I told myself during meditating, I set an alarm, let's say for half an hour. And I said, now I will sit down, close my eyes, and I will sit here and just concentrate on my breath. And every time I get sidetracked, I will come back and I will do it until the alarm rings, no matter what. So it's the same way you should tell yourself, I will now not eat for 7 days because I know, and everything that I say, you can Google it out, that I know that if I don't eat, if I don't eat for one day, the body just eats everything that's in your intestines. Same with the second day. So the first 2 days, you are not hungry. The body has everything that it needs. So everything that you will hear the first few days, you can just ignore it because you will always remember that you are doing entry point water fast. That's an entry point water fast. It's not about how many days you are fasting. It's not how much weight you lose, but it's about how you use the evolutionary tool of fasting in a way that it actually improves the well-being of your life. Because as you go through these days and you keep telling yourself, you know, the taste will be like, come on, George, have a piece of chocolate, Mars bar, Coke. Let's, so you will have to fight these off, right? Or friends would say, George, we feel bad that, you will not drink alcohol with us because we are celebrating. And if you, in your glass of water, it doesn't mean as much as if alcohol is in there. So some of you might say, you know what? The voice would say, you know what? I cannot do the water fast because I will be meeting with my friends and they would not take it well if I don't drink with them alcohol. Well, then the question is, are they really your true friends? So this is a all day meditation that as you go through the fasting period, you will keep hearing these voices. You will have cravings for food, but you have to view it just like thoughts during meditation. You have to view it that it's just your brain. The reason the brain is doing this because it's attached to a carbohydrate diet for sugar. So it's just craving. It's like imagine that you are addicted to a drug called sugar. Now you're depriving the addict of the sugar. So the brain is coming up with ideas and thoughts how to convince you that you should have sugar. But you have to always remember that 7 days are completely fine for everyone. If you're a healthy person right now, of course, check with your daughter, with your doctor. But 7 days is completely fine for everyone. So that's what you should try the first 7 days. And tomorrow or 2 days from now, I will do another stream. So if you feel like if you want to ask me questions, write them. Don't forget to check the playlist about water fasting and my entry point philosophy, and let me know how your water fast is going. And let's open eyes to people around us, because I think that this is a way how, without spending any money, you can extremely change the way you view life. So take care. Bye bye.